Hello, hello, hello. All right. Still setting up here. So I got caught in Atlanta traffic. And y'all following me, I've been in Chattanooga, Tennessee this week. And so driving back today, and with driving back, just got caught in traffic, man. So the show must go on. So we broadcasting. Let me double check. Look, I got a weak internet signal. Should be fine. It's weird. All right, yeah, so I'm in my hotspot, so that's the best it's gonna get. Um, Let me. So got a great show lined up for great and good, very informative show lined up for today. Excuse me for a minute here. Trying to put on my other screen. Technical problems only happen when you start going live. You set them up ahead of time, and they work just fine. But when it's showtime, stuff want to freeze up and act weird, right? So here we go. All right. So I got a good lineup. So I want to go over the how that show's gonna go today. I'm gonna do obviously get my intro. I'm gonna go over what I've been doing the last 2 weeks. I went to Alabama and went to Tennessee. Going to go over. We'll spend most of the time with our special guest. Our guest is Tim Burdick. Tim Burdick is the oracle of appliance repair. So we're gonna talk to him. And he does all of our virtual training, which is something a lot of y'all need to jump on. I think some people sleep on it. What's up, BK from the Rockies? Got your swag bag? All right, brother. But a lot of y'all need to jump on virtual training. Some people kind of clown it and be like, "Oh man, I'm watching TV. I might as well have my popcorn." Man, if you do it, it's gonna change your life. Because the nuggets you get, the presentation is official. I've watched it myself several times. Tim Burdick's virtual training through Encompass, and it really is one of those things that help keep your pencil sharp, right? One thing I always, I always felt like when you hear somebody say they've been in the business for 20 years. Joseph, how's it going, man? Medea in the house. They've been doing something for 20 years. You makes you wonder, like, okay, well, when did you stop learning? Like, at the 10-year mark, did you say, all right, I know everything I need to know, and you kind of go off of flexing that you've been doing it for so long? Always learning, man. Always learn. So we're gonna go over that. And today, and Tim's going to be a regular guest on the show, man. He's just a wealth of knowledge. It can't be covered in one show. And we're going to go over his non-traditional tools and traditional tools that are underused on the show today. So that's going to be a treat for all of us. So I'm going to go over. So let's get into it. So if you're new to the show, this is the Power Block. 3 YouTube channels. Kind of match with the camera. 3 different YouTube channels. 1 powerful block of Appliance Industry Talk. So how the show works is in the show description. I'm broadcasting on 3 platforms: Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. My YouTube channel. 27,000 subscribers. Appreciate y'all. And so we broadcast. So we have Mona Sims with Ssg Appliance Academy and Mike Snead broadcasting on YouTube. So I'm Reggie, your Encompass rep. Encompass is one of the nation's largest parts distributors. If you also look in the description, you will see a link. If you repair appliances for a living, or you flip appliances, same thing. You deserve to buy your parts at a wholesale price. And to have a relationship with your supplier. So if that's what you want for your life, for your business, look in the description and you will see a link on there to join and to start an account with Encompass, and I will be your rep. So you can call on me anytime, and you always, but if you want me to be your rep, you got to remember, lean on your rep. So I'm going to talk about that too later on something else. So you got myself. You got me at 7:30 or 6:45 now. Or 7:30. Excuse me. Let me slow down. You got me at 6:45 now. I used to go on at 7, but I needed an extra 15 minutes. And then you have Mona Sims at 7:30. So you click at 7:30. You go to the description. There's a Linktree link, and you click on Mona Sims. And then at 8 o'clock, you click on Mike Snead. All right. So let's go to Screen Share Kung Fu. I don't know why I'm not using my mouse. So Mona Sims, Ssg Appliance Academy. She's next on the block at 7:30. Most Ssg Mona Sims owns a hands-on appliance repair school. There's a 2-week class and there's a weekend sealed systems class. Actually, one's coming up this weekend too. And is held at the Encompass campus, our training center in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Who doesn't want to come to Georgia? So it's the best of both worlds. There is appliance training now on the East Coast. Yeah. Next, you got bringing up the anchor, Mike Snead with Appliance Bootcamp. Very, very thorough online content. He has the I'm gonna say patent. I don't know if he got patent on it or not, but definitely intellectual property on my business showing here. There we go. On the blueprint, how to not only how to start in the appliance business. He provides training through Appliance Bootcamp, and he will keep you in business, right? Not just show you how to fix appliances and stuff. Will show you how to keep you in business with the blueprint. So you got questions, check them out at 8 o'clock, right? And as always, we got Tim Burdick, who does Encompass virtual training. This is the virtual training schedule. This schedule is it's going to be up most of the show. So $25, which is a steal. You get to and that covers 2 classes from one on Tuesday and one on Thursdays. So we're gonna go over that with Tim momentarily. Also, I'm gonna start plugging this on the show. Skills USA. I'm talking to Tim about that too because he was part of it. Skills USA is a nationwide program. The RCAP program is with post-secondary schools and high schools that do appliance repair training. There is a huge need. As you see, there's a donate button there, but there's mostly a huge need to find other programs out there that may not be in a program. So in your area, if you know of a trade school that may not be part of Skills USA program, there's a it's on here somewhere. Get involved in constant. Yeah. So there's information here where you can plug it in, or just you can always email me, right? So at rewilliams@encompass.com. All right. So I want to talk about my week, right? So last week I was in Alabama. So I stayed the whole week there. It was really nice, man. Really, stayed in South Alabama in Mobile. Some really good services out there, really good clients, man, and had a good time. And then, which was nice too, because it was 4th of July weekend, I stayed the whole weekend with the family, and we went on the USS Alabama, which was nice. I should have pulled up so being an appliance guy, went on the USS Alabama and saw the washer they used back in the day, and it looked like the same washer you see in hotels, the big heavy duty commercial stuff. And I'm sure the technology is probably still pretty similar. So yeah, that was really nice, man. Really nice, so it's, perk of the job to see to see the country. And then this week I was in Tennessee, and in Tennessee, I was in Chattanooga. It's a lot of cover in Tennessee. But I was in Chattanooga and saw servicers there. Great group of people there. And one thing that caught my attention, I went to lunch with a servicer, and I'm gonna call him a kid. I'm 45 years old, so everybody, 6 or 7 years younger than me is a kid. Sign I'm getting old. So one thing that stood out to me was, you ever heard this saying, like as a parent, for you parents out there, you ever heard this saying that as a dad, they say, be the dad you always wanted to be, or for moms, be the mom you always wanted, to your kids. And I feel like I'm the rep I always wanted, right? Because this guy leaned on his rep the way I be telling y'all. I see 30 servicers a week. And so I have a heck of a perspective on how different businesses are ran. People that just do warranty, people that do a mix of warranty, people just COD, scratch and dents, new. And a combination of all that, I see it all in different parts of the country, major cities, small, see it all. So this guy, no disrespect to anybody else that hung out with me, went to lunch with me, but this guy leaned on me like you should. He bombarded me with questions. Man. And I was like, that's what I'm for, right? Lean on your rep. Helps better your business, help improve your knowledge. And if you ever learn anything from my YouTube channel, I share information, right? So, hats off, man. Hats off to that guy. He inherited his dad's business. So he got a lot of respect for me on that, because I hear about so many people that try to get their kids to take over their business, and kids just don't want to do it. This guy volunteered. Yeah, Dad. I think his dad had a couple, some heart attacks and stuff, and it was, failing health. Dad's still out in the field, but he took over the business, and just like a lot of kids will do, and they take over the business, they upgrade it, right? They do all the things that the old man wouldn't do, and taking credit cards and having a website, getting on social media, and doing anything you can do to market it, and he's taking the ball, and he's doing pretty good. So his future is very, very bright in that aspect. So also, I'm going to share a link, invite link. So I'm gonna put that in the comments. So if anybody wants to jump in, I'm about to bring Tim on, but anybody that wants to jump in and come on the show and ask Tim questions directly, link is in the description. And so we're gonna go ahead and bring on Tim Burdick. Hang on a second. I feel, I want to do this. Is what I'm gonna do. Anytime I have a guest, this is what I'm gonna do. You ever go to a basketball game, and how the announcer announces people? That's what I'm gonna start doing. So, starting at forward, veteran of the appliance industry, son of the great Tim Burdick Sr., nationally recognized instructor, the guru, the oracle of appliance repair. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim Burdick.
Dude, Reggie, you pump my ego up like nobody else, man. I love it. Anyone needs a good hype, man, give Reggie a call. Lean on your rep right there.
I'm the Flavor Flav of appliance. But man, it's well worth it, man, because I watch you, man. I attend the trainings, man. So I'm putting my money where my mouth is. So man, appreciate you coming on the show, Tim. How's everything?
Yeah, man, doing good. We actually had a great class this morning. For those that missed it, we talked about Electrolux refrigeration. So shared a couple good little tech tips and tricks and some unused tools of the business. So
nice.
Which I guess we're talking about today. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, and there's no way somebody could attend your class and not learn something. I don't care. You've been doing this for 100 years. You're going to learn something.
I teach the class, and there's always something that I learn, because someone will ask me a question and we'll start thinking about it, and we'll talk about it. And then one of tech will say, well, what about this? And then, oh yeah, I didn't think about that. So yeah, even I'm still learning, even as I'm teaching it. So Never
Nice.
stop learning, man. Never stop learning.
So I've had you on the show before, but we're gonna pretend people, they're newbies here, and
Yep.
so give us your background. What do you, how'd you get started? Yeah, you know the
So
spill.
yeah. So got started. Basically, my dad got started in the appliance service industry after he got laid off from the steel mill. And growing up, being a little kid, my mom had to work. My dad was watching me, and then he got a phone call to go work on someone's washing machine. So I had to go too. And so just starting to be around it with him, and a couple times he made me get down there, take screws out or put screws back in, change a belt with him. So been around it ever since I was like technically 5 years old, but as far as I can remember, like 9 years old is when I changed my first belt on a Whirlpool washing machine.
Nice.
And kind of grew up in it down in my dad's shop helping him out. And then from there, like any good teenager, tried to run away from the business, but got sucked right back into it, became a outside sales rep like you for a parts distribution company, worked in the warehouse, was an outside rep. Then that led to doing some training for apartment complexes because the apartment guys were asking me questions about why different things were happening with the refrigerator or the dishwasher. And because of my background, I was able to answer them, which led them to start asking me harder questions that I didn't know the answer to. So then I would lean on the text that came in and started uh, asking them questions. And one tech finally got tired of me asking him questions because, yeah, he basically was trained by my dad at Whirlpool, and my dad was a technician, so I've known him for a very long time. So he got tired of me asking questions and said, "Just come ride with me, and I'll show you and I'll teach you." And that led to me becoming a tech, which led to me becoming my own business owner, a servicer, both as an individual, one man show, and a uh, business with technicians. And
Right.
then that led to going to work for the manufacturer directly as a technical trainer. And I've bounced around from manufacturer to manufacturer and have my own technical training company as well. So yeah, been a long journey throughout the years.
Right. Nice. Yeah. When I was in Chattanooga today, I was on my way home. I was in Cleveland, and there's a I passed Whirlpool. I was like,
Yep.
man, I didn't even know this was here.
Yep. Cleveland, Tennessee. Yeah. And
Yeah.
they
So
have they have a call center there and something else. I'm not sure what it was, but there's two things actually there.
right. Yeah, I completely. Yeah, I definitely would arrange something there. So I'm going to go to my screen share Kung Fu here,
Sure.
and I'm going to show our virtual learning page. Not that one. There we go. So this is our virtual learning page, solutions.encompass.com/training dash. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the chat. So you can go here and register for our class. So let's see, when's the next one here?
Next Tuesday.
You said when?
Should be next Tuesday.
Samsung, right? Yeah, Samsung refrigeration.
Samsung fridge. Yep.
Yep, the 12th and the 14th. So yeah, y'all go ahead and click to register. It's only $25. 2 days, 11:30 to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, uh, and it's a wealth of knowledge. So let's talk about Tim. Let's talk about the virtual training, right?
Okay. Sounds good.
Um, Someone who's never done it before, there's gonna be misconceptions, right? Like, okay, I'm sitting here just staring at a screen. What advantages is virtual training over now? Both of them are great, virtual and hands-on, right? But
Right.
what advantages are there with the virtual training?
So one, obviously the comfort of your location. So you
Right.
don't have to travel to wherever it is. Which is nice for those guys that are up in like Virginia or South Dakota, right? They don't have to travel
Yeah.
all the way down to Georgia or to Arizona for a training class. So they can jump on and see it wherever.
Right.
So and plus they get to sit in the comfort of their own home or in their office or shop, wherever they're at. We've actually had we've actually had guys who have been on the class, listening to the class like a podcast while they're in the customer's home, doing service calls.
Yeah, that's me.
or visiting, or visiting clients.
Yeah. Yep.
But so that's kind of the benefit of the virtual side of thing. The benefit of hands-on or in person is you get the hands-on portion of it, right? You all get to sit around, chat with one another, actually get your hands on an appliance, because we're technicians. We learn by physically doing.
Right.
But what I try to do is I try to bring both of those aspects to our training. So yeah, there's a live presentation or there's a virtual portion of it, but the way I present it is it's not just like a standard Zoom meeting, where like what we're doing here with live, where I'm sitting at my desk and we're kind of watching it and I'm clicking through PowerPoints. Well, I got the PowerPoint behind me, kind of like the photo. As bad as that photo is, I still got to get you a better photo. But
yeah, you see, I didn't show it.
Yeah.
I was helping you out, man.
I appreciate that. As bad as that photo is at the top of the page there, I'm actually standing in front of the PowerPoint, so it makes you feel like you're in that live training class, but you're still virtual. And then at the end of the class, if there's enough time left over, depending on questions and different things, then we add on to that live teardown. Like today, we actually had a live teardown of a Frigidaire refrigerator. We got in there and we tore apart. We actually tore it down. I had it sitting there because we had enough time left over. Sometimes that doesn't always work out because we got a lot of people online, or the questions they're asking, we go deeper with the questions, or just the amount of content that we have is a little bit more than what a 2-hour window can handle.
Right.
But so it does give you that aspect of, oh, I feel like I'm in a training class, an actual live training class, and there's an actual teardown. It's not just death by PowerPoint.
Right. Okay. And also there's a Q&A portion of it too, where you kind of stop the class and if you gotta use the restroom or something real quick,
Yeah.
you can run. So yeah, that's very beneficial. So it's probably best to man yourself with a pen and pad, right? That way, if you got questions, you can write them down, and then when there's Q&A time, you can ask them. And it doesn't require a lot of, some sort of special supercomputer or gaming computer, right? It's pretty much simple software, right?
You literally, it's Microsoft Teams, and you actually don't even have to download Teams on your device. You just click on the link and it'll open up on the web browser. So you can watch it on your phone, your iPad, a laptop, whatever.
Nice. So the Samsung refrigeration class, is this sealed systems, or what's the difference between refrigeration and sealed systems class?
So a sealed system class is going to be a general sealed system class that we're just kind of give you the basics of a sealed system, talk specifically about R600 and those changes that are happening. A Samsung refrigerator class or an Electrolux refrigerator class or GE refrigerator class, we're specifically going to hone in on those products. So talking about Samsung refrigerator, we're going to talk about a variety of issues that Samsung refrigerators have. Everything from the big ball of ice in that fresh food evaporator, water underneath the crisper drawers, the ice maker freezing up, teach you how to get into diagnostics on a variety of them. We'll talk also about the family hub unit and why that is by far, as much as I know this technicians kind of hurts their heart a little bit to hear, but by far, I think is one of the best refrigerators on the market, and techs do not understand why. And we teach you why in the class, because it literally has tech support on the fridge.
Wow.
So it tells you exactly what's wrong and exactly what you need to check. Then GE, we talk about specific GE refrigerators, things like the GE class coming up, I believe is, if there is one listed on there. If it's not, it's later on. But a GE fridge, we're talking specifically about
September.
We're talking about the Keurig, the model that has the Keurig coffee maker built into the refrigerator.
No way.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm gonna buy that thing. I didn't know that even existed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, we got one, and we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna tear it apart. We're gonna look at it, and we're gonna talk
Wow.
specifically about those specific things. We will dabble into their sealed system strategy and how their units cool individually, but it's not going to be a specific all sealed system glass.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So something I noticed when watching your classes is the nuggets, right? I always talk about that GE class I saw, and you told us about the agitator with the you get the button or using the strap to take the agitator off.
Yep.
And yeah, and every time I present our virtual classes, I tell you about that, and they be like, "Yeah, man, I broke a lot of those agitators before I learned that." So these classes, like little nuggets like that, is so beneficial, you know. But something that caught my attention, I said, "Man, I got to get Tim on to talk about this." Is the non-traditional tools that you'll talk about. So we're gonna talk a little bit about the non-traditional and the underused tools.
Yeah.
Um, so I want to get into. Oh, I did want to talk to you before about the Skills USA.
Okay. Oh, I
Um,
love skills.
I meant to do that earlier. Yeah. So for y'all who don't know, Encompass supports Skills USA, the RCAP program, and Tim Burdick was actually a judge. Um, during the nationals, which was here in Georgia, and so it was pretty cool, man. Like, what do you think about that? How'd you, how was your experience?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Yeah,
I love skills, and you know what? A lot of people. This is kind of the underrated part of skills, especially the RCAP program, is we know of a lot of trade schools in our areas that we're around that have uh, HVAC classes, right?
right.
Well, did you know that if we can convince, or if you want to go and help us out as far as skills is concerned, if you go and want to help skills out and talk to the heads of the HVAC department, if they throw in a semester or two of basic refrigeration, as which they're learning already, but for the residential appliance, and some washer and some dishwasher and some range content, well, now all of those contestants that are skills
Yeah.
for like the HVAC, that's only the first or second, or first and second winners of the regional events. So there's a lot of kids in that program that don't get to go to that national event.
Mm,
But if that HVAC course adds on some residential appliance, now they can take two or three or four more students, because now they can compete in the RCAT system as well. So yeah, reach out to local trade schools around. Send your information, or send their information and contact info to Reggie or to me, and we'll reach out. I'll reach out, and we'll start talking to them and start building that program up more, because it was a blast. I mean, come
yeah.
on.
It was
Any
pretty
any national conference that you go to that ends up having a concert with Flow Rider, you gotta just love, right? Come
yeah.
on. I didn't see you there, Reggie, by the way. I was looking for you. I didn't see you there.
No, no, yeah. They're gonna put me on stage. I was like, no, 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 I can't.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but yeah, I was there for the medal ceremony, and then yeah, it was something special to see, and I was like, man, those parents got to be so proud.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so that was awesome.
Absolutely.
Also, just a quick reminder: Encompass, we sell parts. We've got coincidentally, we've got Hisense refrigerator right here on the screen.
Hey,
Um, yeah, look
I'll
at
let
that.
is Joseph from Medea still on? Sorry, Joseph.
Oh yeah,
Put a Medea one on there real quick for him.
yeah, throw Medea. Um, and so let me see if I had a microwave one earlier, but so we've got one of the easiest websites to navigate We've got one of the largest libraries of tech sheets. And if you don't have an account, look in the description and you will see a link to sign up for a wholesale account with Encompass. It's a game changer for you. Encompass does have the most diverse inventory in the country. We even got those weird parts. You're like, who stocks these? Encompass does. So we got those weird parts and hard to get parts. We definitely got the common parts for you too. So we have the manuals, we have owner's manuals. So we have so many different resources that a lot of our competitors don't have. The thing I like about this is clicking on the schematic and being able to click on the part and automatically add it to the side without having to search for the part. So yeah, y'all, you want to be successful in business, comes the way to go. So Tim, does this look familiar?
That looks very familiar. I know exactly what those
are. I gotta give a disclaimer. I just saw this website. I did a Google search, and I don't know if this is OEM, but I know it's called Pedro's. I forgot tire lever, right?
Yep.
So this is no endorsement for this website, but so I don't know. I don't know if this is OEM or not. So but the knowledge y'all about to get now makes the whole show worth it. So this is Pedro's tire lever. What is it used for? Well, it's used for got a lot of colors. Some of y'all text one with pink in there. Mona Sims out there. I know y'all put that in your two bag. I guess it removes bicycle tires and inner tubes. I never used one. I was old schooled it with a screwdriver and puncture my tire.
the tube. Yep.
And so this tool is used to for bicycles, but the Oracle of Appliance Repairs got another nugget for you. What else is it used for, Tim?
Dude, it is fantastic for removing washer plate assemblies. Those agitators right there, that picture right there, Reggie just put up, man. Yep. Get 2, 3, or 4 of these tire levers, and you take the little clip part, the hook part there, and you stick that down into that underneath that wash plate. After you get, of course, you get the bolt and everything out, but you press down on all 4 or 3 of those tire levers at the same time, and the wash plate just pops right up. Or the agitator on a Frigidaire laundry center unit, same thing. So yeah, technicians, we're all about, we'll figure out a way to get it off one way or another, whether we end up having to cut it off, but if we can save it, then we've all taken that piece of string or that belt or whatever to try to get down in there and try to shimmy it out and pop it up. But because it's just friction set in there after you get that bolt out. But these tire levers fit right in there, get underneath of there, and you just press down on them and it pops that plate right up.
Wow. So another nugget parallel to this that I learned from your class, you mentioned one time that when you remove that center bolt, it has a washer in there that the manufacturers recommend that you replace with a new one.
Every single manufacturer recommends you replace that bolt with a new one. Reason for that is wear and tear, as well as possibly cross threading or those wearing of those threads. So we want to make sure that gets replaced every single time.
Okay. Yep. And it sounds like that might be true for water hoses too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like the same concept.
The same concept, yeah. The water hoses you can get a little bit more life out of them, but yeah,
that washer, because that washer adjusts to the okay. That is a nugget, because I think everyone starts off with that dryer belt in the back of my van. I bet I can put that in there. I think that's the number one go-to, the dryer belt.
Dryer belt's always the go-to first one, then the shoestring, and then you try to figure something else out after that.
Yeah. And then you get the real blue collar guys, man. They bring out that saw.
Yep.
or you get the guy that's been doing it too long brings up the hammer.
Oh, the hammer and the chisel. Yeah. We'll pop that off there.
Yeah. So what else you got, Tim? I know you got a bunch of nuggets, man. We probably got like four
Man.
hours worth of show if we to talk
I
about
don't have that much, but a couple things. So some more non-traditional tools real quick. And I know if Joseph is still around for Medea, I know he'll appreciate this one, but on the Medea, some of the Medea refrigerators, and even the actual Frigidaire ones as well, they have the very small user interfaces that are built into the door or on the side of the door. And a lot of technicians like to take a little screwdriver or putty knife to get in there and try to dig that out. Well, you could just get a little glass puller from Amazon for a cell phone to take the cell phone screen off and just stick it on there and it pops right off. Or if you want to save some money, like I do, because I'm kind of cheap like that, I just went down to the 99-cent store and got one of those little things my grandmother used to put on the kitchen window with the little stained glass thing on it, like the little hook that you hang off there.
Yeah, thermometer.
Just stick that on there and get a pair of needle nose or whatever, grab that little hook and pull out, and that user interface comes right out.
Nice.
So that's a good one. One that has saved my butt more times than I can count as a technician is this guy right here, the GoPro. And the reason this has saved me so much is because it's waterproof, right? So I get the little suction cup, the little suction cup holder. I stick that in the dishwasher, and I can take my phone and I can show the customer right there on my phone, this is what your dishwasher's doing. This is why you're not getting water pressure, or this is why your dishes in the bottom rack aren't coming clean. So I can see and monitor what's going on with that GoPro. Worst case scenario, if you don't want to spend the money on a GoPro, Amazon has little USB and lightning adapter style endoscopic cameras now. So you can just plug a little camera. It's got like a 5 or 6 foot cable on it, and you can snake that down into a drain or up underneath the washing machine to see where the leak is going. Those really help out a lot. My favorite tool that should be in every single shop whatsoever is this right here. And Reggie, I feel like you're going to appreciate this one, being from the South, but right there, some Pillsbury Grand biscuits. That is the biscuits, a can of Pillsbury biscuits. That by far is the best tool when you have a customer that is trying to figure out why their new range is burning all of their cookies or undercooking their casserole. And rather than sit and go through the whole calibration process, which takes 45 minutes to an hour, got to preheat the oven, do all the calculations, record 5 cut-ins and 5 cutouts, and do all that, I can bake a can of biscuits in 15 minutes, talk to the customer and say, do you like these better, more brown, or do you like them a little less cooked? We can adjust the time, adjust the temperature. I'm out the door in 30 minutes.
That's crazy. Okay, so now Encompass part number will be TIM for the biscuits. We're going to stock those at every parts counter, man. Why
no joke. No joke. Actually, when I right out of high school, I went to work for Whirlpool, and as a phone operator, dispatcher, and no joke, in the back they actually had a refrigerator that had 2 or 3 cases of biscuits in there. Whenever a technician got a service call for an oven that was not holding temperature, they grab a can of biscuits and they grab a cookie sheet, and out the door they went. That is actually how they tested it.
That is hilarious. Wow. Oh man, that's the nuggets just keep coming and coming, man. Tim, I appreciate you, man. wisdom. Again, you're a walking encyclopedia for this business. Y'all, if you want to hear more, Tim does his Encompass virtual training. And as you see on your screen is the schedule. So the next training will be Samsung refrigeration. So the link is in the chat. If you miss it, you can email me at rewilliams@encompass.com. And don't miss out. Always be learning, continue your education, never stop. So wait, hang on, Tim. We got a visitor. Hang on a second. Let's see this. Let's see what's going on. Who's that? Who that? What do you want?
Tim. Tim, how you gonna come on my show if you always on Reggie's show? No, I can hear you just fine before I got up in here. What you got to say? We're gonna wait to have you come on my show 1-2 teacher class.
What had happened was
whatever.
Also Tim, Appliance
No, I
Boss.
can't hear Tim for real.
Yeah, huh?
I can't hear Tim.
I think he's messing with you.
Oh, maybe if I took my microphone off my microphone off mute.
You're so smart. I just figured that was a joke. Like, man,
I thought it was too.
No, I coughed and I put it on mute and I forgot to take it back off. No, you were supposed to reach out to me and I guess we're missing each other somehow. So yeah, but definitely, if you want to, I'll stay on too. That's fine. I'll do a double show.
Boom! Stole my guess.
I
know. A hijacking.
I don't have no questions together for you. I got to get some questions.
Hey Tim, Appliance Boss said, "Hey Tim, I saw your show today in training." So we got somebody on here that's in your show. Appliance Boss asks about GE's HQ train. It's not available to Encompass yet. Stay tuned; it's on its way. Appliance Boss says, "Tim, all the guys are trying to convince me to send them to training in Las Vegas. What is that all about?"
So we got a live training. We got a live training coming up. We're finalizing the details, Kristen and I, on a live training out in Las Vegas at the facility in Las Vegas. So Appliance Boss, talk to Reggie. Lean on your rep about getting those Bellagio rooms comped for you. Otherwise you'll be camping with me out in the parking lot.
See what your rep.
Hey Tim, I think I need to be there, as I can hold the camera for you while you train. So I think I should be there in Vegas. So we need talk to the higher ups. Talk to Kristen.
I actually did tell that, Kristen. I did say that you needed to be there for that. I did recommend that. So
appreciate it.
Already ahead of you on that one, brother.
We'll make a party of it, man.
Ssg coming out. I don't need an invitation.
We'll make it an open house. Dr. Kristen, let's make it open house again.
Make it an open house.
Yeah, I got a big thing coming. I'm doing a thing with Ssg and all the brands. I'm gonna bring everybody. It's on its way. So speaking of that, so all right, so I'm gonna tell y'all about the guest I'm gonna have on Monday. Y'all gonna be excited. But first, y'all remember I got like 30 seconds or so before Mona starts. You know what I mean? Ssg Appliance Academy is next up on the block. You go into the description, go to the link tree, and click over. But before you do that, so I'm gonna let y'all go. Appreciate y'all. Tim, appreciate you for being on the show, man. And
my pleasure.
Definitely love to see you again.
Absolutely. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, brother. All right, see you. So good. My next guest on the power block, the first leg, will be on Monday. Electrolux. Having Electrolux come on the show, talk about Electrolux repair. The Electrolux trainer, actually, the trainer is going to be on the show. So bring all your questions about repairing Electrolux. Electrolux is going to be on the show on Monday. So go ahead and click the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you are reminded of that show, because you definitely don't want to miss it. All right. And so next, y'all go over to Mona Sims. And before you go, though, don't forget, lean on your rep. R.E. Williams at encompass.com.